Hey everyone, it's Ometer, and today we're going to make a friendship card, basically, or a friend card when you're thinking about somebody and say hi. And I'm using the monkeys, the new monkey stamp set from this month's release. And I'm also using the In and Out oval dies from the previous release. And from this release, also the cloud and grass border dies right here. So I've already colored my images and I've got most of it ready. Just to be able, basically we're just going to assemble it today. And here are my little guys, my little monkeys and some branches that I'm going to use. And also from the stamp set, I use the You're More Fun Than a Barrel of Monkeys. So it doesn't have to be necessarily for a birthday or just a friend card. I want to have some cards ready so I can just give them out if I happen to have a birthday party or just going to have lunch with friends or whatnot. Now, I just took scraps to basically we're going to make the front of the card and then the back of the card, the base. I took scraps of cardstock, and this is from the Hearts and Dots paper pad, and I went ahead and I just die cut them with the cloud and the grass, oh no, it's this one, a couple of times to get it into scraps. Now, what I did though is I actually cut them together. Like, let's say I layered this and this paper over each other, and I cut it like that so I can have a continuous stream of the papers. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to die cut it. Now, I just want to put some tape on here so I can put it on here, put them on here. This is just some regular copy paper. And let's see how far, let's start with this one. How far I want this stuff. Now, all I'm going to do now is just layer it back, and you see, it's all in one, it's all in one continuous thing because I overlap the papers. Because like I said, I was just using my scrap pieces of paper, and this way I overlap them. So I would have the images right by each other. And I'm just putting them back in together. And now I'm going to go ahead and run this again through here. But first, let me just get some little washi on here. I'm going to go ahead and put it all together to, here we go, let's see. All right, that's basically where I want it. Let's go die cut. Now I've gone ahead and here we go. And now this is going to fit perfectly in the front of the card. And all I'm going to do is just peel off the cardstock, and I had put my hand over the tape so it wouldn't be so sticky. Okay, now let's go ahead, and what I did was I die cut this in cardstock, the In and Out oval in cardstock also. So here is the base right there. But what I want to do is create a base. Now, since this does come out, I just went ahead and took this oval, just put a line around it, drew a line, stenciled it out, and then cut it out with just a little bit of border. No one's going to see this. No one's going to see the back of this. So, and if you can see right here, I'm just going to go ahead and line it up to coordinate with the outside part. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Then I'm just going to align it right over it. Press it, and I do use the Scotch tacky glue, which glues quite quickly. Let's see. All right. So there we go. That is that one. Now I'm going to just inset these. Let's see if I did this correctly. This is my first time doing this. We're basically making a puzzle. See, there you go. And that is how they inset. So let's go ahead, and now that we've tested it to make sure that my puzzle fits, and then I'm not jamming a piece into a corner that it shouldn't be. All right, and then we're just going to continue with the rest of them. And I'm using the wet glue because I just like that it doesn't create too much of a layer. I think I might have offset the die cut on here, but it's fine. We're going to have some of these little monkeys that are going to overlap some of this stuff. There we go. Got a little excited, got a little carried away. Now we're going to add the bottom part, which is the grass. Now I'm going to add a little bit more from here, and I'm just going to tap it for all those little blades of grass to have some glue, because I want it to perfectly lay in there. All right. Okay, so now we're going to layer this. Layer the front part, and I chose to use a red sheet from the paper pad because I feel that it offsets the little red of the balloon. So we're just going to go ahead and layer this over the heavyweight cardstock, and I use heavyweight cardstock to do my bases from like Paper Tray Ink, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby. Honestly, it's going to go on the base, and I usually tend to cover it up with colored cardstock anyway. So I just go ahead and position it. I'm going to press it to make sure that we have it all layered up. There we go. The dimensions are going to come with the monkey. And let's see here. So let's make the other card base. And I'm going to do the same thing with the base. What we're going to do first is the bottom of the card. We're going to go ahead and square a piece. And then we're going to square a bigger piece. This is where it's going to open. Hopefully I got that straight. So that's where it's going to open, but let's go ahead and glue this down first. We're going to do this just like, just like the front of the card where we created the base. Why am I getting glue all over myself today? I was working on other projects, and literally I had to wash my hands like a bunch of times because they were covered in glue. All right, we're going to set it, and like I said, I did the same thing. I just took the inner circle and I traced it, and then I cut an oval. I don't have any oval dies, so maybe that's something I should get. I need to get some oval dies. I have circle dies and square dies for my other in and out dies that I can use, because this does basically cut out a frame, which they're perfect for shaker cards, you guys. Trust me, I love my shaker cards. And now we're going to go ahead and score it along with where it's already scored. And then we're going to align it. Here's how I align it. Then I just flip it over, and all I do is add now glue onto this part. This is good for when you also have like an odd shaped card. When you have an odd shaped card, and an odd shape of a base, and you want to make a card. And this is Easter coming up. Ironically, I could have made this with the Easter ones, but I wanted to do the monkeys. And here you go. You have a custom card right here. And this looks almost like a doily, and you can just write in the information. Like your little sentiment, your greeting, whatnot. Now, let's go ahead and use our little monkeys and our sentiments to embellish our little card. Let me grab, because why be prepared, right? Let me grab, here we go. I wanted to grab like the scraps of my foam. These are extras that I had left over, and this one from another card. Now, let's see. This was my intention. I was going to put this little guy right here. This little guy hanging off of here. And of course we need a branch right here. And here we go. And the sentiment was going to also go around here. Let's see. This is how I kind of plan out my cards too. And I was just going to add the other little branch coming out from here. And then we're going to make a mess. Grab some enamel dots and just sprinkle them out around here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and put some dimensional foam on these little monkeys. A little something right here. We're going to put one on the balloon. And I'm debating, no, that's fine. A little bit, we'll do this one. Just because this one's a little wider over here, we'll do that. All right. So I can start placing this guy. I think I'll do the branches like that. I'm trying to figure out, okay, let's glue this little guy first. Because I want to make it look like he's actually hanging from the branch. So we'll make that one solid piece right there. Now let's put some foam on this little monkey. All right, I'm not going to put anything over the hand because he is going to be, and here's a really thin one. Cool, this is what I need. His hand is going to be over the balloon. So here we go, like that. And see, I really like how this monkey is looking up. So I wanted to have something that kind of went like that. Okay, so now this one is going to be about here. Let's snip that off. And I'm just, now when I color my images, I don't know 100% like what I'm going to position them at. So I end up cutting off stuff like that, but at least I'm prepared and I have it to be able to make it how I want it. And this one right there, because I feel like it won't interfere with any of them. All right, so now it's time to commit, you guys. Time to commit to where all this is going to go. And that way we can finish up. This card turned out to be a little bit more complicated than I wanted it to be, but I'm totally loving it. There we go. Now I didn't put any foam tape also behind, where is it at? Okay. Behind the leaf. Now let's put the balloon. It's gonna be floating. Okay. Because of that, I wasn't sure where exactly it was going to go. Now let me get my piercing tool and we can get some of these little enamel dots, you guys. All right, where is it? Okay, here we go. Now let's try this again, because when I've done this in the past, I feel like it needs a little bit of yellow. Yeah. Let's see if so I realized why I can't really pick these up very well, because my thing's crooked. My little, this little piercing tool, I dropped it on the floor, and it bent. Obviously I can't talk and like do a few things at once right now. Okay, so I was trying to get it to cut. There we go. There we go. So there is a different shaped card with all of that, and I just kind of shaped it together, gave it a little background. Now the funny thing is I went through all of the work for the background and you could barely see it, but the monkeys are so cute that you just can't hide them. Super cute. You're more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I just realized that this sentiment is too far back. Let me see. There we go. That looks better, so you can see it. So, hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think. This this stamp set was for this month, and it actually sold out, and they restocked it. So go ahead and check it out, you guys. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.